And Dane, it's only right we start locally, where unfortunately unsportsmanlike behavior is becoming much more commonplace. Over the past few months, fans and parents alike have started to get a little bit out of control.
Yeah, Rayna Maggelet joins us from the newsroom with more on a recent brawl at a 7-on-7 flag football tournament in Mesa.
Competition in youth sports has become more and more intense, resulting in fights in the stands and on the field. In some cases, parents have gotten in on the action. That was the case in Mesa, where a 7-on-7 youth flag football tournament was cut short by a large-scale fight that began between players throwing punches before escalating when parents and spectators became involved. 70 police officers were dispatched to the Arizona Athletic Grounds in Mesa in response to the scene. We talked to one witness at the game who says this was as bad as he's ever seen.
You behave poorly at these sevens events, you will face consequences, and they basically got the biggest punishment that you could possibly get without being arrested.
Brandon Jones, founder of BJ Media, videotapes youth sports almost every weekend. He was on hand when a fight broke out at the MLK Jamboree flag football tournament hosted by Red Zone Elite. The chaotic scene resulted in player and coach suspensions.
The fact that they had to shut Arizona Athletic Grounds for the rest of the day, Arizona Athletic Grounds said that they cannot host tournaments there anymore.
The canceled events are just one consequence of these altercations that turned violent. Action is becoming more intense in the stands than sports fields. Brandon believes the intensity could be driven by parents reliving their dreams through their children.
Doing all this crazy stuff. Be a parent instead of a fan.
A survey conducted by the U.S. Center for Safe Sport shows parents are the most common source of verbal harassment, abuse, and threats towards coaches. Sports are so embedded in American culture that we often allow wins and losses to get the best of our emotions.
We see in our office quite a bit where there's brawls that break out, and it's inappropriate. So I do think that passion and that emotion takes them over to a place where they probably admittedly wouldn't want to be.
Experts say the adults in the room need to model the right behavior, including coaches as well as the parents.
On some of these sevens teams, they have very poor role models when it comes to coaches, and these coaches are chirping at other coaches and getting into fights, and these high school kids are going to do what the people that they're around do.
The AIA says their message isn't about pointing fingers, it's about awareness, portraying respect to others even when emotions are running high. In the newsroom, I'm Rayna Maggelet, Cronkite News.